Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. Greetings, I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic and intuitive reader. This is your weekly reading for April 21st through April 27th, or whenever you come across this message, it's meant for you. I've already shuffled your cards, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this week's theme. Now, the week starts off with the amazing once every, 84, 83 year conjunction of Uranus, your ruling planet, and Jupiter, the planet of expansion, right? So lots of possibility here for financial gain, right? Things that could be showing up, differences in technology, even medical advances, changes in agriculture. So let's see what the cards have for you this week. And I'm especially excited for your reading since this is your ruling planet, right? All about thinking, breaking the mold. That's what dare to be different energy. So we've got wise one, grow within your current situation. Well, that doesn't surprise me, right? This is completely your energy. It's like thrive and survive wherever you are because you're an innovator, right? You can see the different solutions amongst any problem. And then we've got the captain taking command and teamwork. You may find yourself in that energy. This month has also been a very good time, albeit we have a retrograde until the 25th, but it's been a really good time for you to maybe learn something new or even be the teacher, right? So let's see here. And I've got covenant, sacred contracts, number 7. So you could be experiencing a spiritual shift. Number 7 is a very deep and introspective number. It's a higher level consciousness as well. So there's something there. You could be working with others in a spiritual capacity. But let's see. All right, we're going to pull 9 cards, and then we're going to go ahead and clarify each one of those for you today. Wow. Give me 1 second. Sorry, but I want to get that one, and I'm not going to pause this. So 6 of Pentacles. So remember how I said a moment ago that you might be in an environment where you are teaching or the student, right? It could be either or. This is also, I feel like this is an opportunity to really be working with others. Conversely, you could be in a situation where you're helping someone accomplish something because we talked about that teamwork, but equal give and take, charitable giving, right? You could be giving someone of your time. You could be volunteering. But let's see here. And I also feel like, remember how I said about this being the planet of expansion, you could find yourself coming into some financial gain. And like I said, we're going to clarify all of this coming through for all of the air signs. That's what I've done so far. So as a matter of record, I'm recording this on April 15th. So we've already had the solar eclipse. Excuse me, I'm getting a little in my words. We've already had the solar eclipse. So you may have really entered into something completely unexpected recently. And here we've got this drive, desire, enthusiasm, right? This beginning of something like an adventure. So perhaps some of you might be traveling. And like I said, I'm going to clarify all of these, but these cards flipped up. I just saw the 10 of Pentacles. I'm going to take it because it was facing me. 10 of Pentacles, wish fulfillment. Also, the Kabbalah's on here. So you could be definitely entering a new portion of your spiritual experience. I got to be honest with you. I mean, that's really hitting home for some of you. Let's see. Oddly enough, I just heard marriage. I see the 10 of Pentacles and the sacred contract here. So we'll see if anything else comes through. It's not an overwhelming message, but I just heard it. I have the Hanged One coming through, and that might be that you need to take a look at something a second time. I got to say this, Aquarius, because I just heard it pretty clearly. So again, general message may not resonate with everyone. If you're having a moment where you're questioning a health situation, get a second opinion. Right. And especially if there was something having to do with imaging, okay? I feel like something may be inaccurate. I'm hearing inaccurate assessment. And I'm looking at an x-ray. So take that how it resonates. You might be the x-ray technician and are curious about something you saw. So just, if you happen to be the technician, maybe there could have been an issue with the equipment or the person running the scan. This is so specific, but I have to say it because it really came through. But in any event, this could be about getting second opinions or, again, working with someone different to get to a solution. What else do we have for Aquarius? Yeah, that's really coming through. Second opinion, Queen of Swords. So this came through for Gemini, also Queen of Swords. So, Queen of Swords can make decisions because she has all the pieces of the puzzle, right? She's visionary. And usually head over heart, but always with the nurturing hand forward for the things that serve her. If it doesn't, it's got to go. So there is this energy here of releasing potentially, but also having a very clear picture of what it is that you're heading towards. Second. The Queen of Swords is also, you know what it is? She's also a person that can cut through the BS, like the illusions of it all. And perhaps there's something to consider here with all the expansion happening and all of the, big ticket items coming your way. It might be good to keep a more grounded approach as you proceed this week. And I just saw Six of Swords. Six of Swords, definitely better days ahead, right? So whatever you're coming through, because the last, I've been saying this for everybody. The last 18 months have been some sort of, right? It's unreal, right? And it didn't start just 18 months ago. No. I mean, it started during the great isolation of the health crisis that we all experienced that 1 year that lasted. So I have to be careful because of the algorithm, but that prepared us, didn't it? In many ways, right? You may have experienced, for sure you experienced great transformation during that time, but it forced everyone to go inward and it allowed everyone to see how much misinformation is available out there as technology was what we relied on the most. And then as technology continues to increase and as we are headed in, well, I think we are, if you live in the US in a political, situation, political state of mind. I feel that, this is the ability to see through the shenanigans, right? There's something here where because you have a clear picture, you're able to make some really good decisions this week and it puts you in a place of ease moving forward. And I actually got to be honest, I feel that this week, there's something about this week that changes the trajectory of the next 6 months until the next eclipse season, so to speak. So October, November. What else do we have for Aquarius? I keep hearing second opinion. I don't know who this is for, but you need one. The moon card. Holy shit. So yeah, you're not getting the full picture on something or, because we've got the Queen of Swords. She needs more information. I'm seeing better days ahead for you once you have it. I'm going to clarify that initially, I thought maybe you had more pieces of the puzzle, but maybe as the week progresses. So remember that there's a full moon in Scorpio. I think the 23rd or the 25th. I can't remember right now. 23rd potentially. So a couple of things that I want to share with you, Aquarius, because these are the premonitions I've had for some time now when it comes to this full moon. This could be when you get the rest of your information, right? The moon card shows up, Cancerian energy. However, I feel that, whatever piece of the puzzle you need, more light comes to it towards the end of this month. I digress. Back to the full moon in Scorpio. So I would say this, if you've been, and this is, it is what it is. If you have had any leaks in your home, any pipes, any issues with wherever there is contained water, I keep having this premonition, and it's happened to a lot of my clients already, where you could see that expansion happening. This planetary energy is going to mess with the water. That's all I can tell you. And this expansion, contraction, the changes, all of it. This full moon in Scorpio, you might find yourself, also, I have to say this, if you live in an area that is very close to water and you get any indication that there's going to be a natural disaster of any kind, like this is not the time to play with that. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not trying to incite fear. I'm just passing along some information that you will know if it resonates for you. If it does not, leave it for someone else. Honestly, this is not about fear. It's about preparation. So the moon card shows up. And then let's see what else we have. I see the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So definitely something's coming to an end. But that's true for all of us. And, the world card pops up. So, yeah, for sure, a chapter is closing. And I feel like that's a collective vibe. So you're not alone. And this is actually great news for you, right? It basically says, look, you've done all you can do for this chapter you've been in. Now pick up that pen and write the next one, because you are the author of your own reality. You're the scripter, right? And this world card says, hey, the universe is supporting this change. It's the changing, right? Whereas the Wheel of Fortune's about karma. This is all about you've been the fool, right? And you've made it through each lesson, and now you're at the completion to start again. So let's see. And what else do we have for Aquarius, please? I just saw the 5 of Pentacles, so let's see if anything comes up with that. Guys, I can't make this up. If you go back and you go to the very first reading I had today, that was the Gemini reading. No. Yes, I did Gemini first. Then I did Libra, and now I'm doing you. And in between, I had a personal client. I mean, I've had a day. These cards have been shuffled ad nauseum. I say that because each sign, whether it was the very last card or the central position, the sun, I can't wait to see what's going to happen with this conjunction, right? And for those of you that are asking, like, hey, Stasi, I don't understand this astrology BS. What do you mean conjunction? What's the big deal? I don't understand. Why is everybody talking about it? Conjunction. So you've got these 2 planets, right? You've got Uranus, all innovative, right? The thinker, again, dare to be different, next to Jupiter, right? Expansion, bigger, better, right? Coming together in the sign of Taurus. That's about being practical and grounded, but it's also material success and abundance and bringing things into manifest form. So this could bring a lot of change in your finances for sure. You might find yourself moving, traveling, right? Anything like that, something that you're trying to create, this is it. So the fact that every sign is getting aces after the last several weeks of like 10s and endings, and then you've got, I don't know. Listen, I digress. I'm excited. So let's see. And again, we've got Captain taking control. So let's clarify these cards for you. One moment. I'm hearing the pursuit of your greatness. Yes, the pursuit of your greatness. Shut up, Aquarius, the Fool card. You know how I get. I just love this shit. The Fool card shows up clarifying the 6 of Pentacles, right? So you may very well be the recipient or on the receiving end of someone's charity, right? And when I say charity, it's not because you're looking for a handout, but someone gives you an opportunity, or you create an opportunity that allows someone else ease of access to their goals. It could go either way, but the Fool card, this is a more carefree attitude. The light has shined, right? But it's also about the load has lightened is what I'm trying to say. So the Fool card, very carefree energy. This is also Uranus energy now that I think about it, right? Yeah. So this is the beginning, the innovation, the the start of it all. So I love that. Okay. So why the Ace of Wands for Aquarius? Why the Ace of Wands? Man, these readings this week are amazing. I'm a Scorpio, and I'm a Scorpio sun, a Leo rising, and a Libra moon, and I'm telling you, I'm excited. So the Ace of Wands, why the Ace of Wands? Because you have the opportunity to do it. You've put an end to something. I know the last couple of weeks, Aquarius, there was this energy of someone undermining you or questioning you, and it was not flying during this Aries season that we are going to be buttoning up here. So I know that there has been this energy of back and forth with someone, and it looks like maybe that comes to completion because we're back on the teamwork thing, and we've got this grow within your current situation. So you might have been forced, maybe by contract through work, to be, still this situation regardless. The inspiration comes this new beginning because something has come to an end. So I don't see you revisiting anything that you've put, it's almost like closure has happened and now there's this new opportunity. So, and this is going to be something very what's the word I'm looking for? Profitable. So the Hermit card comes in with the 10 of Pentacles. Hermit card, very introspective. The Hermit is holding the lantern, and that lantern is the light within. So there's something here about you really leveled up, and you've taken some time. This is also a number 9, Virgo energy, a more grounded approach to something. And 10 of Pentacles, again, wish fulfillment, but it's also a stable energy. It's stable, it's grounded. And so perhaps there's this excitement here about heading towards a future of stability. That's what I'm hearing, a future of stability. So maybe in the past there was, some choppiness, right, that you were getting through. But there's this feeling of this overwhelming feeling of ease headed towards you, Aquarius, which is amazing, because I also felt this excitement when I did Gemini and Libra. So either the air signs, I'm having FOMO. Either the air signs are like glowing up right now, or as I progress through this week, I'm going to see that for everyone, which I hope is the case. But regardless, we're talking about you, and you're killing it this week. So why the Hanged One for Aquarius? What is Aquarius contemplating and rethinking? Also, let's talk about this Hanged One. Hanged One is hanging from the tree of life in what should be the most uncomfortable thing ever. But they're chill, the head is illumined. They're enlightened. A new understanding has come through, and a space of calm, right? So for many of you, it's not even about a new understanding. It's just a space of ease where you're like, you know what? I'm not going to wrap myself up into that. Like I said, this Aries energy is coming to a close. As a matter of fact, by the time you see this reading, it already has. So, as we are with this energy in Taurus on the 21st, it's like you can breathe again, right? And it's like I'm almost seeing the star card, your card, right? The hope at the end of the tunnel. It all starts to come together, and your load lightens. So why the Hanged One, please? The Hanged One being clarified by the 3 of Wands. You have a much more clear picture of what you need. But it's like you have more information, but still more to come. And we're going to clarify. Some of you might be traveling or had put plans in place in March to travel, but anything that has been booked travel-wise, where you might leave between the months of April and August, build in time for potential delays. Again, that's an intuitive premonition that I'm having, and I've been having it for some time. So I'm going to continue to say that because that's the way it comes. So also the 3 of Wands is the ideas are set in stone, right? You're still going to be adaptable, but you really know how you're going to pursue your next step. And but there's something here. I need to know what this moon card's about. So why the Queen of Swords, please. Queen of Swords, they all came out together, and I'm taking them. So let's see. Give me one moment. One more. What's the outcome? What's the Sun card, this one? 1 second. Victory. All right, excellent. Well, whatever it is, you're going to be winning. So let's look. I've done ruined the punchline. Queen of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Wow, Aquarius. Remember, I was just talking about this karmic wheel. Well, I guess as the wheel turns. You had enough information to turn the wheel yourself, it looks like. So look, here's the Wheel of Fortune for you. At the bottom of this is a demon, and at the top is an angel, right? And then you've got the 4 holy creatures surrounding this. And what does that tell you? The wheel is going to house the polarities of all the energy. You're going to experience all of it. There's no way around it. Your best course of action as you are taking control and feeling the polarities, stay in the central position, right? So that wheel has a place right there in the center. And that gives you an opportunity to be the Queen of Swords and to see everything, to see the best possible outcomes, to see what maybe might not work for you, to see how you can work these elements, meaning the astrology, the world around you, the energies in your favor, to best navigate and make decisions based on what comes your way. Queen of Swords, right? Visionary, clear-minded. So hang tight, Aquarius. You've got a lot of stuff going on. Because it looks like in the beginning of this week, you're headed towards excitement. Something has come to an end the week before. You get a new opportunity. You're like, yes, I'm going to take advantage. This is good for me. And then as things progress midweek, maybe the 23rd, right? That's when the full moon in Scorpio is. I'm telling you, I haven't put it all together yet. But as this full moon approaches, something else happens. 6 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. It's like better days are ahead, but you're really wondering. You're putting a lot of work into something and you are maybe not sure if this is the best course of action, right? And I feel like you start thinking, is there anything else I need to know? Well, look, the moon card, maybe it is around the full moon that you find out someone's not being completely honest, right? Whatever it is, it works towards your favor. Absolutely. But this is also a card of maybe you have to fight for what you want, right? And because we're talking about teamwork and group dynamics, and that's what I keep hearing, like small group dynamics, it doesn't necessarily have to be work. This could be where you volunteer or even under your own roof. Think 2-3 people, maybe not 3-5 people, right? 3 to 5 people, something that you're doing. There might be a creative, I don't know. I'm hearing I gotta be honest. Like I'm seeing 2 rams locking horns. That's intense, but that's what I'm seeing. So maybe as the week progresses and we get to towards that full moon, you really start to have a moment with the truth, right? You think you find something out and maybe you have to fight for your position. If that's not what it is, it's that you find out that someone hasn't been completely honest in their responses to you. So either case, it puts you in this energy of being more clear-minded with a more grounded approach to your project. And I feel like it's going to bring you a lot of independence. You might be breaking away from something that was preventing you from pursuing your goals. And I know that it sounds really jumbled here towards the end, but I think this threw me for a loop because it's coming through. I'm going to clarify. It's coming through like you might have to, like you might get misunderstood or misrepresented. I don't even need to clarify. Hanged One at the bottom of the deck. So you're going to have to look at it differently. Okay. Whatever information comes your way towards this full moon in Scorpio is going to have you needing to reset an expectation and maybe redefine a boundary. That's how it's coming through. And then I've got, regardless of how this shows up for you, again, it's a general reading. No matter how it shows up for you, we've got the Sun and the 6 of Wands. This is victory and in your favor. So again, you are going to be called to make an important decision this week, but not until after or right around this full moon do you have all of the information. So maybe, and it's also actually at the end of the retrograde. So hang tight on, pulling the trigger on anything major now that I'm putting all this together. But for sure, there was a release that already took place for you. And now it's like as you are progressing forward, there might be just a little bit of a tweak that has to happen, especially if you're in a team environment and working with others. I'm also hearing for those of you that are studying something or taking on learning a new tool for work or a new course of study, like literally with the school, there may be something that you have to revisit or redo. So take that how it resonates. But again, that's what I'm hearing. Like this week, you might have to rewrite or republish, retake a course. There's something happens, and it actually might be something as simple as an electrical failure. Maybe that pipe, I don't know. But there's something that you might have to do twice. So build in some extra time this week for what I like to call mulligans, the spiritual mulligan. No, a do-over. You're going to need a do-over on something. And it's just going to be more of an annoyance. It's not going to be anything major, but yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Like your document doesn't save or whatever. Number 10, colorless angel. That's fascinating. Maybe you feel a little bit drained. Number 10, right? We had the 10 of Swords show up earlier, and that really says the end to something has come, right? It can't get any more over than that. You may quite literally feel exhausted, like someone has stabbed you in the back, right? And that you've been just, I don't know, putting up with something for way too long, and finally you break free from all of it. But I think that this is a regrouping period for you. And maybe there is potentially there is a potential for disappointment this week. However, that is about perspective. And so listening to this, if you've come across this message is for you. As things start to unfold, maybe you do find out that someone you thought was a ride or die isn't. Or maybe it's that person you've always suspected, but what you thought was happening was slightly off. I mean, Scorpio had this energy last week. So I feel like there might be some disappointment, but it's your perception. If you can turn that around and say, you know what? I'm going to live my life again. And I knew that something wasn't quite right, and I'm not going to play into that energy anymore because things unfold as they should, Aquarius. And ultimately, the timing of your reading is perfect. This is one of your best readings this year, honestly, because I'm a fixed sign, like I said, and we have been going through it. And so this is going to call you to be adaptable and roll with some punches, right? But the opportunity that comes after is intense. There's a lot of freedom here from I don't know, just there's a lot of financial freedom, to be honest. I mean, it's coming through that way, that there is an opportunity here to expand your vision. It's super clear. So, better days ahead for you. There's this more carefree attitude that you're taking on, more adventure, more go with the flow. But I feel like you do have a hairy eyeball on somebody, and you're not wrong. So look towards that full moon for clarity. We've got number 19, right? Again, reducing to 10. So brand new beginnings for you because something is done with. We've got creating personal space. So you might have to set some boundaries with this 7 of Swords human being. Nothing wrong with that, right? Say what it is that you want and you will get exactly what it is that you put out there. So create your personal space if you're feeling uneasy as you're trying to get trying to get a handle on something this week. Know that the sun is here for you just like it's been for all of the other signs. So whatever it is temporary. Like it's going to change drastically this week. You start off from feeling well rested and ready to moving forward and then taking a second look at something, maybe a little bit of a disappointment, and then we go right back to complete success as the week progresses. And I do see you, if anything, just making a lot of space for yourself and, Queen of Swords energy, using your mind to discernment. A lot of discernment for you ahead this week. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Please remember these are general readings. If you're looking for a more personal experience, please visit my website at www.starswithstasi.com. You can order your astrological charts, personal tarot readings, and mediumship readings there. If you see if you want a time that's not available, send me a quick note. I'll see what I can do for you. I am going through some studio upgrades, so I've had to revisit my schedule just a little bit. And so thank you so much for your patience during this time and your support. Guys, thank you again for all of your positive energy. Please feel free to hit that share, like, subscribe, notification bell, show some love, drop some comments. I do respond to each and every one of them. Please come back each week and check out all of your placements for the best look at your week ahead. And until next time, Aquarius, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. This was a great reading, and I wish you the best week ahead. Love you, Aquarius. Have a great, great month and shine brightly.